From my experience, a very helpful way of learning a foreign language faster is by watching daily TV shows with subtitles. And what a better way of making sure you're doing that than watching something that you really like. Netflix really comes handy with this because it has popular series dubbed in several languages. That is why I decided to share with you my top 10 list with Netflix series you can watch in German language with English subtitles. Number 10. Grand Hotel. It's a Spanish movie, but you can watch it in German. It's basically a detective epoch story that reminds me a little of Agatha Christie's novels. It all starts when a young man goes looking for his missing sister to the hotel where she was working as a maid. There, he meets the hotel owner's daughter, with whom he starts a love story while unraveling the dark secrets of the hotel. The show has 3 seasons with many plot twists. Number 9. The Same Sky or the gleiche Himmel. It's a German show with the action taking place in Berlin before the wall was demolished. The focus is on the social aspect, how people's lives were affected by the historical events. Families separated by the wall, by political convictions and beliefs. The story evolves around a young communist spy trained to seduce. He is in charge with a mission on the other side of the wall. The show has an open ending that is quite surprising. Number 8. Babylon Berlin. It's a detective series with the action taking place in 1920s after World War I. It follows Gideon Rath, a police inspector who is on a secret mission to dismantle an extortion ring, and Charlotte Ritter, a young typist who is aspiring to work as a police inspector. It is very interesting how it shows the society of that time when new opportunities appeared for women, especially in the labor market, as Berlin became crowded with new thinking, new art, music, and journalistic writing, but also in which people were very poor and the survivors of the war suffered from trauma. Number 7. Baby. It's an Italian series. It shows the lives of high school students in the wealthy district of Paroli, Rome. The movie is focused on the teenagers' struggles and vulnerability, but it also makes you sympathize with the characters and follow along their story. Number 6. Marco Polo series inspired by Marco Polo's adventures in the court of Kublai Khan in the Mongol Empire. It's beautifully filmed with well-rounded characters, plot twists, and good action. Number 5. Dark. It's the German version of Stranger Things, but so much better. The characters are more interesting and it really manages to transmit emotions, and the plot is less predictable. It is a mix of horror, mystery, sci-fi and drama. Number 4. Anne with an E. It's a Canadian film that is absolutely beautiful. It is the story of an orphan girl who, through a mistake, is sent to the ranch to help two elderly who end up adopting her. It is emotional because the character is portrayed as a very intelligent girl that loves to read, is very optimistic and has a vivid imagination. But due to lacking education and living in harsh conditions, as many orphan children do, she is not a perfect child. The series shows her struggles in overcoming prejudice and getting accepted in the society of Green Gables. I remember watching this first season crying. I would recommend it to anyone. Number 3. Alias Grace, another Canadian series, brings a very interesting story of a woman who's been imprisoned for 10 years for murder. However, she claims that she is innocent. The series develops around her being interrogated by a doctor that tries to find out what really happened, in a time when medicine and psychology was little developed. Number 2. If you haven't watched House of Cards, you should definitely try now in German. It has a massive audience thanks to the controversial subject, the intrigues of the White House and the game of power. And finally, number 1 goes to a German series, Dogs of Berlin. I've just finished watching it and I must say I was really impressed. At first glance, it is only an action show with gangsters and policemen, but it's so much more. It touches controversial subjects in Germany of today. It shows different citizens and mentalities. The main character is a policeman, Grima, who is trying to solve a case of murder of a famous German football player of Turkish descendants. while also trying to deal with his own personal problems. The action is very well developed with an open ending.